free agency. We are in day 5, which means we are in the fourth, wave, I guess. There's a couple names out there, not too many. I think the only big wide receiver, you still got Hunter Renfrows out there. You still got Curtis Samuel got signed. Who's the other one who's still out there? My man from Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd's still out there. There's been some rumors of him going to the Pittsburgh Steelers, but we're really seeing to see there's going to be a couple guys. Chase Young is still out there. Maybe the Bears take a flyer on him, but we talked about Keenan Allen in the main show, so we're not going to talk about Keenan Allen again. We all said that Keenan Allen was a great signing, and we think it's going to be something that's going to pay off dividends right away. But let's talk about some of the other signings that they've had so far. You started off with Kevin Byard. Kevin Byard was the first signing last weekend. Of course, since he was a player that was cut, he was able to sign right away. DeAndre Swift was the first signing on Monday morning. Gerald Everett, tight end, he played over there in Los Angeles and also played in Seattle with Shane Waldron. Jonathan Owens, a.k.a. Mr. Simone Biles, he is brought over from the Green Bay Packers. I love that Simone Biles basically went on a fuck Green Bay tweet.
Yes.
Like I like you're bringing yourself in, and that's also what the Bears need too. Bears need a little celebrity, man. You got Caleb Williams being your quarterback. You got Simone Biles, being on the field, towards at the end of the game. That's going to bring a little bit more excitement to the game.
Oh, it's definitely Hard Knocks like.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I hope niggas know Hard Knocks is coming. It's going to come. There is no fucking way that Hard Knocks. When I go to training camp, I'm going to be walking past some HBO cameras.
Yep.
I'm definitely finna be like Eminem on the Forgot About Drake video, like Detroit, baby, in the background, trying to get my little screen time. Hoping they don't edit me out. But you got that, and I really feel like, man, the first game. Now I know I'm going a little tangent here, but it goes with Simone Biles. I think that first game in Soldier Field, if Caleb is a pick, you're gonna see a lot of people there. There's gonna be a lot of people coming to see Caleb. LeBron's on the videos ass. I wouldn't be shocked if like LeBron come out to one of them games. He tweeted about the nigga from you. He went to a couple USC games because when Caleb does his touchdown, he do his little LeBron thing. So I wouldn't be shocked if you see some of these athletes out there. When I did the home opener last year, of course, D-Wade was there. Keke Palmer was there. Candace Parker. So you're not just going to only see Chicago celebrities. I think you're going to see some big-time celebrities. And Simone Biles being around, I think it's going to be something that's going to be pretty interesting to watch. But you got Jonathan Owens, he's the safety. I think he's going to be there for depth and special teams. You got Matt Pryor. He was over there. I think he's with the San Francisco 49ers. He brought in offensive line. Amen. I don't even pronounce my man's name. Ogabenga. He's linebacker. I used to play in Los Angeles.
Special teams.
He's a big he smiled. He had a big Kool-Aid smile when they brought up Keenan Allen because that's his boy. And then Coleman Shelton, who is probably going to be the starting center unless they draft somebody, is he's going to be competing with Ryan Bates from these. Which one of these to you, outside of Keenan Allen, obviously, is the one you're most excited about and one that's maybe the most underrated signing?
Gerald Everett is both my underrated and the one I'm most excited about. Because Robert Tonyan had stone hands.
Yes.
He had stone hands.
Forget about that drop touchdown in Cleveland.
Man, oh man.
The playoffs, so he catch that ball.
But towards the end of the season, Everett became a touchdown machine. I end up picking him up on fantasy, so that's how I know. And he helped me win my fantasy football league championship. That's how I know. But I remember that last year, Jimmy Graham with the Bears. Literally all he did was go in to catch touchdowns. I'm not saying that that's all Jared Everett is going to do, but he gonna catch a lot of touchdowns. He's gonna be a safety valve, and he's gonna have a good 1-2 punch with Cole Kmet. So I'm excited about that signing, and I feel that it's underrated, something that a lot of people are not talking about, because that means you're gonna see a lot of 2 tight end sets, and then plus, I'm not looking at Gerald Everett as a great run blocker or whatever, but it does keep you honest. It does keep you honest because you drop those 2 running backs. You drop those 2 tight ends out there. Maybe you could see, DeAndre Swift or Khalil Herbert. People acting like he's about to get cut. Or maybe he does, and Roshan Johnson gets a little bit more tick out there. Either way it go, you're going to be able to keep the defense honest. Are they going to run? Are they about to run a two TD package, especially in the red zone? I can't wait to see that.
on a super side note, because that's what we do on Barber's Chat Network. Have you been looking at your Twitter feed? The Rock did a Rock concert.
It's right here that's on right now. It's just good and terrible.
I can't wait to watch it. Granted, I am a Rock stan, so I'm probably gonna lie, even if it is not good. But
I mean, I like Psychopath Rock, but please don't do the sing-along shit again, nigga. It's 2024. We have more on that on this week's episode of First Black Chat.
First Black Chat. Sacramento is a classic. My favorite signing is honestly the DeAndre Swift signing, and my underrated one is, like you said, Gerald Everett. I like the DeAndre Swift signing because he's a home run hitter. He's a home run hitter, and that's going to be perfect. I don't think Khalil Herbert will be. Actually, I can't say that because I don't know if they're going to run with 3 running backs either. And I know they're heavily invested in Roschon Johnson. So I honestly, you bring up a good point that I didn't think about. Khalil Herbert might be a cut. I think he's a free agent at the end of the 2024 season.
Yeah, he's in the last year of his rookie deal.
Okay, yeah. So that could be something that they do to, give Herbert more reps, because I just don't see them running with a 3-back set. Like, who's the last team to run with 3 backs? Like, remember DVD? Even though it wasn't a running back, it was Dunn, Vickett, and Duckett. DVD?
Yeah, TJ Duckett.
TJ Duckett, yeah, Duckett, Dunn, and Vick. DVD. So maybe that's an old school thing. It's like 20 years ago, but. Yeah, I think DeAndre Swift is going to be perfect with this offense, man, because that running game, like you said, the main show, those numbers are very inflated, man. That man, 65% of that was Justin Fields. Like, you take Justin's running up out of it, that's an average. That ain't an average. That's a bottom of the road running.
Yeah, I saw a tweet when Swift was signed that it threw me off. They said that if you take Justin's stats away, the Bears was actually 22nd.
It's terrible.
Yeah, so you need it.
That's terrible. So that's my favorite one. And Gerald Everett, man, he's gonna be everything we needed him to be, that we needed Robert Tonyan to be. He'll be everything that Jimmy Graham was for a little bit, but he was still old. This guy is a perfect guy who can come in, be an end zone threat, and he's gonna be the perfect complement to Cole Kmet. So those are my 2 that I'm very excited about. And I also like the offensive line signings because your depth. If anything, not all these guys aren't gonna start, obviously. And I'm still not convinced that they're not gonna draft the center of the future in the draft. I still think that's a great possibility that they still might do. But one thing we saw last year, remember, there was no depth on this offensive line whatsoever. None. You can never have enough depth. And that's even if you look at the Jonathan Allen signings as well. Those are depth pieces that, because, when Kyler Gordon got hurt last year, or, those couple games where, Jalen and Tyreek Stevenson missed, that's going to help all together. Depth is a big thing. Everybody, I know depth is not the sexy shit you want to see in, during the first couple of days of free agency. Everybody wants to splash signing to make you feel better, so you can have things to talk about with your friends. But and then when you're knee deep in the season and it's around fucking Thanksgiving or a little bit after fucking Halloween, and your guys are getting hurt, because in the NFL, it's not a matter of if they get hurt, it's a matter of when and how severe the injury is going to be. You're going to need solid guys to come off this bench. And I really think that we didn't see the plan before because there wasn't any splash moves, but you adding Keenan Allen, it makes the entire thing look good. It's like having a meal. If you eat burgers without no fries, I think you're a fucking psychopath. So that's what it was. Like, this nigga was giving us fries without a fucking burger, nigga. Like that's what it was. Like, even if I'm making me some burgers like in my air fryer, I don't need to touch that shit till my fries done, bro. Like that's what this shit is.
Hey, yo, I didn't even think about that until you said it.
Keenan Allen's the burger here, so it makes the rest of it look good. You got Kevin Byard, who has never missed a game or practice. He's basically does everything that you need Eddie Jackson to do, but he tackles. So I think that's a good signing right there too. And so I really like what Brian Poles has done. I don't think he's done yet either. And paper on this player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not.